Oh, sorry for the delay. I know I like to start after 10 minutes, but we went a minute and 30 longer. That's okay, though. Oh, shit, I got the girl one. Let's do that one. Oh, why am I so big? Let's shrink that down a little bit. There we go. Put that helmet on. Switch it. Okay. Turn on the music. There we go. Music's important. Turn that music off. Alright. Fantastic. Alright. Let's get into it. I had a couple of decks that I was trying yesterday. I gotta diagnose them and see what the problem is, because they should be working better than they are, but we're still kind of getting hammered, and it's, as I like to say, suboptimal. So let's see what we can harvest out of these things. Oh, I'm tired tonight. Jay, my cats were getting hammered, so I went to the dark side with your infect deck. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant your actual cats were, like, fucking drinking, like pounding beers. When you said your cats were getting hammered, I was like, damn, cats shouldn't drink. Imperious, perfect. Okay. Oh man, I'm so tired. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do no attacks. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. He's elf balling. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Hey, what's up? Larry Mitchell resubscribed and then took off. I respect it. No, this is just straight fucking Rakdos artifact. Oh, I can't stop yawning. Attacks and turn. He's gonna elf ball us. Yeah, Genesis Wave. This is my version, I think. He didn't really get anything good. Listen, Elf Ball is still relevant, man. It'll still work. It's a little harder now. We lost one key piece of Elf Ball with a rotation, but it'll still work. Like, you see that. Sacrifice another creature. We'll do decline. We'll do this. Hey, Anthony Scott, Mochi. Who else is here? True Yellow Dart. Summer. Summer here. Summer is early. Summer was here really early. Larry Mitchell, how you doing? Welcome. Buggerman, Vlad the Stoner, the Spree. Christmas. That's kind of the idea. I think we don't have enough suppression. I think at the end of the day, we just genuinely don't have enough removal to stop that stuff. I kind of like where we're going with it. Munitions is... Oh, weird. I am tired. Munitions is interesting. Blue-black. Let's look at the skeletons again. I feel like the skeletons could almost get there, but I want to involve blue in there. I don't know how useful it is to have blue. Summer is drafting. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Watery Glaive, let's put down that. Let's do that. Let's go in. Okay. Enduring Innocence, very popular. I kind of want to use there's one blue card that I like, and it's fucking it's the fucking what's it called? It's Moonlight Meditation, and I'm trying to figure out a good play to use fucking Moonlight Meditation. I actually really like Moonlight Meditation. It's the type of blue card I can get behind. Because it's token generation spam type deal. And Zoo Ifit is okay. I don't think it's as fun. I don't think it's gonna be as good. It's not gonna pay off as hard as some other things. Consult the star charts. Yeah, but it's another blue gets to draw cards card. Like, aren't we tired of that already? Aren't we tired of every set blue gets to draw real good? Like, it's so fucking predictable. It's like a black count. It's like a black removal. Like, okay, they found a different way to do removal. It's still removal. Give me something a little spicier than that, you know? I don't know. That's just me. You can use Cauldron on it. Interesting. Gonna try out blue-green infect. Mono-green infect with bite spells and removal tricks. Negative artifact creatures, dust resist, freemason, and less versus united bound, forming a blue draw. Interesting. I suppose. He's got some sort of removal in there. We know this. He's got something in there. Moonlight Meditation and Synthesizer. Come on now. Come on, what are we talking about here? I need one more mana to get the Sephiroth loop up. That was your warning, Mochi. We'll decline. We don't need him back in our hand. Yeah, well, that's why it was a warning. That's why you didn't get a timeout. You didn't say the S word, but you told me to play the colors. Okay. So, you know what you're doing. Everybody always plays innocent. They go, oh, I'm an innocent little glowing lamb. I don't know what you're talking about. You always try to feign innocent like you don't know what you're doing. Oh, I don't know. I don't understand. What did I do? Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, you didn't understand. You didn't understand, I'm sure. Oof. Push. Now this is going to be tough for him because even the stuff that he loses is going to gain me life. I went against a Simulacrum Moon deck and I got shut down easily by Authority and Sheltered. This is true. Yeah, Authority of the consoles will mess those up pretty decently. I'm kind of thinking of what to do with Moonlight Meditation. I'm kind of forcing myself. How to use it. I might do another Unexpected Demons and Bagging area. He's going to gain 2 life but lose 4, and then that is going to cause 2 life drain, which will kill him, I think. Oh no, it's not yet. Whoa. I got to auto decline all. Down to 1. Okay, we didn't get it yet. Decline. Decline. It's going in. Take the hit. Boom. He is going to just die very slowly. Very nice. What other... We have Moonlit Meditation, Enchanted Creature. The first time you create more tokens, you instead create tokens that are copies of that. What other blue cards would be interesting to put in this? Consult the star charts. I'll put one of them in. How's that sound, guys? Hey, what's up, Artist X? Cryogen might not be bad. Cryogen's a cool card. I don't know. I'm just trying to do something different, guys. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to fucking do something a little different. That's all. Just a little something extra spicy that I don't normally... You know, if it was up to me, I'd just play mono black fucking Sephiroth decks in different ways. And I can't just make raw content out of that, you know what I mean? That is basically the end of my... That is basically the end of my deck right there. That's pretty good. So we're going to put it down because he's going to slow me the fuck down. He is going to slow me down. We're going to do corpses. We're also going to say goodbye corpses. Goodbye corpses. You don't exist at all. No more corpses. Planets are not very good. I'll be honest with you. Planets are a commander card. Planets are for long games where you're slowly building up planetary fucking stuff. They're not for a fucking standard game that goes on forever. That is not really what they're for. So, you know, there's that. Goodbye corpses. You don't exist at all. No more corpses. Can you Zoetic Glyph a space station? Yeah. You could put a Zoetic Glyph on a space station if you wanted to. It would be a weird thing to do, but it is possible. Oof. So we're gonna put you down. Is he gonna counterspell me? There you go. One of them in my hand. Okay. You go in. Feel like standard best of 3 is fair. Yeah, everyone always tells me it's more fair, but you know, it's hard to do best of 3. It's really hard to do best of 3 with it's really hard to do best if he has Shelter by Ghost for the 3rd time. We're just gonna lose. Yeah. It's really hard to do best of 3 content because it's just me playing 2 different people. And would you want to watch that? Would you want me to play against a fucking Azorius deck for 30 minutes, 3 games, and be like, all right, it worked against that one guy? And a lot of people go, how come you don't do best of 3 content? How come you don't do best? That's why. It just doesn't make good content. That's the reason. Hey, what's up, Trex? How you doing? It's a fine format. I've got nothing against it, but it's very hard to run. Hey, what's up now, Nowny? Nowny? Shouty? Shouty? Calyx Scion. Let's put down corpses. Maybe we'll say goodbye to corpses. Yeah, a third shot. I saw him mousing over his creatures, and I knew what was coming. I knew what was coming. He's gonna maybe destroy that. No, I'm not playing ranked yet. I'm trying to figure out the music is a bit loud. The music is on the lowest possible volume setting. It literally could not get any softer. If this is what happens when I click it one level lower, turns off. Just turns off. So I can't really make it any softer than that. What it is. So what I'm trying to say is it's your fault that you don't like the music. Boom. You said that and it never turned off? Oh, there's the problem. So you just got more kill cards in there? Okay, so I had a problem with my mic. You can hear me? You guys can hear me okay right now? Okay. Let me delete this then. Alright, that's better. Should be okay now. That was the problem. The Stellaris music was not coming through. It was the other music that was on. There we go. Bro, what are you doing, man? He's gonna have another kill card ready to go here. Watch this. It's all kills. This dude hates fucking creatures. He hates creatures so much. Okay, you know he's gonna activate that. I think it means you're dead, dude. He hates these crads. Yeah, he was rather kill the creatures than level up Bandit's talent. He would rather kill those than level up Bandit's talent. Alright, I'll admit Consult the Star Charts is really fucking good. Let's put another one of those in there. It's so fucking boring, though. Alright, I gotta do it, though. It's so boring, though, guys. Ooh, I get to draw a card. Ugh. I hate that they make these fucking cards good. Ugh. God. Trex is always telling me, you gotta play good cards. That's how you win games. And I'm like, no. Playing good cards is for losers. I only want to play bad cards. It's one of the biggest arguments that we get into. Because I'm of the opinion that you should only play bad cards and win that way. And that playing good cards is kind of just a crutch. I don't hate blue. I think blue has gotten boring. That's my biggest issue. I think blue has gotten repetitive and boring, and that its best stuff is just the same bullshit over and over again. Timeline crawler. There he goes. Look at him go. I did best of 3 because they were talking to me about it. Timeline crawler. He said no thank you. There's Sizifu. Authority does in fact solo, in case you guys were wondering. Authority does indeed solo the whole game. You can get into some games where Authority will win you the entire thing. You don't really need any other cards. It's unnecessary. I'm going to do something a little bit counterintuitive here. Actually, you know what? Let's wait. We got double removal, double bang removal on the next one. I got the perfect curve here for the 9 damage. Next turn, I think we kill stuff. That's a double block, my guy. Yeah, double block. Umbral Collar's gonna go for it. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Godless Shrine. Sephiroth. Bada boo 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 boo. Sephiroth. Dore banana denoma demona. Sephiroth. Braba boom 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 boom. Sephiroth. That's a cool trick, huh? Turn the bird into a skeleton. You like that trick, guys? Because skeleton tokens are common as nothing, they have no cost. You can play Mockingjay for 1 blue mana, and it'll come out as whatever the skeleton is. Yeah, blue helps it out a little bit. Blue does help it out. Calorie mate. Okay, I think we do Watery Grave next turn with Sephiroth. Bada boom 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 Sephiroth. Do 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 no 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 Sephiroth. Star charts might be better than stock up. I don't know. It's possible. I don't know if we can 100% say that. Perfect. We needed that. Gloom Lake Verge. Okay, so we do Calixion. Beza. That's fine. Saddle 1. Go in. There you go. There you go. Block all the cards, man. Commit. Commit. Don't think about it. Don't no. Don't recalibrate. You don't need to recalibrate, my dude. You don't need to recalibrate, guy. Okay. I thought he was gonna fall for the bit. I thought he was gonna fall for the bit. Hey, what's up, Piddlefingers? How you doing? He's gonna kill Sephiroth, probably. Oof. He's gonna saddle that. He's gonna go in. Block that with that. Okay. Push in, aggressively so. Alright, we have Zoof Ifit. How much more removal does he have here? Let's see how much. Board wipes. Board wipes would suck. Although I'd be able to get Sheltered Skellington off. We'll take that hit. He's going to wipe the board now. Probably should have forced... Oh no, he's going to Beza again. Okay. Alright, so we do this. We do no attacks. So his whole goal is to just bounce fucking Beza. Is the Beza bounce. Okay, we need something else besides mana here. 35% chances not cooking it, but we can leave Calixion as a blocker. Yeah, we need our draw engines back. Bring you back. No attacks. Order of the Mistmore is not bad. Interesting. Saddle. Block that. Oof. He's gonna do that again. Alright, we really gotta find our whatchamacallit here. Oof. So his whole thing is on Felidar. I probably should have, I mean, that guy, Overlord. I probably should have killed him, the Felidar, then. His whole strategy is on a Felidar. We're not drawing great here. He is going to go in with it. He's going to make more. So I have no way of winning now. I would need an insane hit on life. I think there's no way. I think that he's got another one. Yeah, it's about spamming the big creatures. Zeusiferous. No, that's not anything. That's not anything. Yeah, that's not anything. We did not hit what we needed here, which was we needed to hit Sephiroth again so that all the death would add up. Should have killed fucking Fortune. I don't know why I went after that guy. I knew better than to just not go after that for Fortune. But there you go. Hey, what's up, TK? Knew better than to just go for Fortune there, because he's gonna... Obviously, it's a Fortune spam deck. Well, hold on a second. Let's do this. No, we don't have anything. A little bit too much mana there, and also we should have gone after Felidar, the spamming Felidar. Enter step. Okay. Oh, we could have had Mockingbird come in as a Dark Knight. Deep Cavern fucking value. He's going to take Sephiroth. He's going to take Sephiroth. Yep. That's what I would take. Not a great opening hand. Corpses of the Lost. Goodbye Corpses, as it's sometimes known. Push in. We'll do Calyx Scion followed by Mockingjay. Went 2-3 at last week's pre-release. That's pretty good, Tiger. Pretty good, Tiger. Not bad. So let's put down Calyx Scion. Let's see what we got here. I'm worried that if I do Mockingjay, he's going to play a kill card. We're going to go in with that. We'll have a blocker, he'll have to play removal. Dark Confidant is good if you're careful. You can't be too cavalier with Dark Confidant. you've got to know what you've got in your hand. You've got to kind of keep an eye on it. But it can get you a lot of cards early on. And you do occasionally get the extra lucky... you do get the extra lucky Dark Confidant pull where all he does is pull lands off the top and it costs you nothing. So it's a bit of a gamble. But yeah, you can get the Dark Confidant land spam, which is great. Yeah, that's a pirate. So he can't use his Outlaw's Revenge on it. Okay, so he can do that to it. Oof. Calixion. No attacks. More removal. More removal, guys. Let's see it. More removal. 1,000 more removals for ops. Get rid of Moonlight Meditation. More removal for ops. There you go. I told you, it's going to be fucking kill spam. It's going to be kill spam. We're not getting any of it. And he took my Sephiroth, and we had double Calyx, and he's got nothing but kill cards, so we're going to be in bad shape here. Hey, look at that. Should we get Sephiroth out? Drew a fucking land. Drew a fucking land. He's gonna hit removal here and just smash in. I'm probably sure. Yeah, we're done here. Bloodletter. Yeah. This is a slow hand. This is what we call a slow hand. With no removal. That's a little bit better. I might reduce the Calixions down a little bit. They're not doing us too much right now. Okay, so we do corpses, then we do hunted, bone brute, and then we flip it. 40 people in YouTube and 19 likes. That's a damn shame. What did I do to deserve that? How have I hurt you guys? You just tell me how I've hurt you. You tell me how I've hurt you so much that you just... Every night, it's a fight to get you to push a button. What did I do to deserve this? Pinnacle Star Cage. Very nice. 2 or less. We're gonna do this. Oof. That solves the problem. I'd like to solve the card. Okay. Pinnacle Star Cage. Suboptimal. Let's solve. Let's do... corpses? Boom. Yeah, we'll take action, sure. Perfidious Albion right there. That's good stuff. push in. Boom. Okay. He's really trying to exile things here. Okay, let's do... Oh, no, he's dead. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I try to make a joke out of it instead of just straight up going, please like, guys. I try to make a fucking... I try to make a joke off of it just as a reminder. To make it slightly more entertaining than just going, guys, can you like... I don't know. I feel like that's almost worse. Boo, 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 boo. None of these. I mean, these are tempting, but damn. Oh, look, I have gold. Let's buy a pack. Boop, 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 boom. Mana Confluence. Bonus sheet, you're doing too much bonus sheet. I'll be honest with you, bonus sheet. You're doing way too much. Bonus sheet is going overboard. Punch and pie. I've got so much fucking bonus sheet shit, and I don't need it. I really don't need it. Yeah, that's why if I kind of do it ironically, I feel like I can get away with it, Anthony Scott. If I sound like a grandmother who's, you never call, you never write, what did I do to deserve this? My own grandson, he doesn't talk to me. I feel like if I go that route, it's funnier. Alright. I could have been dead. There's an old joke about there's an old joke about a grandma guilt tripping her grandson. So her grandson, it's Sunday. He says, "Oh, I haven't talked to grandma all week." This is another one of Jay's classic jokes. And he says, "Well, I'll give her a call right now." So he calls, and he hears the grandma pick up. "Oh, hello. Oh, who is it?" And he goes, "Oh my God, Grandma, you sound terrible. What's going on? You sound so weak. You sick or something?" She says, "Well, I haven't eaten in 4 days." She says, "Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why haven't you eaten?" And the grandma says, "Well, I haven't eaten in 4 days because if my grandson should call, I don't want my mouth to be full." Yeah. I love that one. It's such a guilt trip. Such a fucking guilt trip of, you didn't call me. All right. Okay, let's see here. He's trying to put dinos down. There's Bestie. I know, that one's a little bit more... That's a little bit more, I guess, bittersweet. I don't know what you'd call it. Not as good as the barrel, but still good. Oh, the barrel. The barrel I think is all time, because I think that the barrel really speaks about the human condition. All right, he's gonna put something big down here. He's gonna put a big boy. A big boy. Who's he gonna put down? Ooh, Terror of the Peaks. Okay. 5 and 5. That's gonna give me life. That's gonna give me that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Oh, the barrel speaks of the human condition. Do you know what I mean? The barrel speaks of who we are as an existence on Earth. Because sometimes, you are in the barrel. I think there's a lot to learn from that. Like how this guy, if he blocks Bone Brute, he dies, and if he doesn't block it, he dies. Yeah. Alright, puppies. 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 The only way to get rid of Bone Brute and not die is to exile it. Either way, he's gonna die. Excuse me while I kiss this die. I'm glad you can hear me today. I don't know why yesterday the microphone wasn't working. That was weird. That was weird that the microphone wasn't working. Okay. I guess Star Charts is next. Watery Grave is fine. Oh, it's a Reanimator. Consults. Whoa. Okay. Goodbye, corpses. He could play removal on this. He doesn't have it. Okay. We'll flip. Been working on a deck based on my D&D Bat Druid. Even made a Cosmoline. Let's do that. Watery Grave can go down tapped. Enters tapped. Moonlight. It's gonna be harder for him to kill it. He brings that back. He's gonna discover. You need a Collector's Vault. Okay. Bango. Okay. Draw. Flip. Got that. Boom. He's going in. Wabango. Moonlight Meditation on you, and he dies. Okay. Yes, you must understand the philosophy of the barrel for your bad runs. You must embrace the barrel philosophy for your bad arena. It will help you get through dark times. Pretty much any dark time in your life. But you understand with humor and perhaps a little bit of surprise and a little bit of gusto that sometimes life's going to put you in the barrel, man. Sometimes it's Tuesday. And for all intents and purposes, things are going to suck. Yikes, bro. I'll keep it just because it's funny. Yikes. Absolutely fucking yikes. We'll hold off to do star charts later on that one. Oof. Trex, make sure you shout yourself out, by the way. Doof. My turn. Tragic trajectory. Let's try it. The top X cards. Yeah, I'll take that. Hey, well, thank you for coming by, Mochi. One day I'll try your ice cream. One day. But not this day. Counterspell because he's playing counterspells, or is it artifacts and he hasn't been able to get any good ones off? That's the real question we have to ask ourselves. Did I ever make a deck that is Pain Punish? Yeah, I've done plenty of those. You mean more to the effect of... more to the effect of that no matter what they do, it hurts your opponent? Yeah, I made one called The Floor is Lava, and if they cast spells, it hurt them, and if they drew cards, it hurt them, and if they had no cards in their hand, it hurt them, and... Yeah, I've done plenty of those. Yeah. No matter what they did, it hurt. No matter how they made their money, it was gonna hurt. Moonlight Meditation. Boom. He's gonna put that in the boo-boo hole. That's fine. Yeah. We hit all removal on a deck that this doesn't matter on. I should have mulliganed this deck, but this hand, but I was kind of curious to see where it would go. Solve that. Okay. Yeah, look up the most recent one, Anthony Scott. Look up my deck called Floor is Lava. I think it's not rotation proof, but it does punish you for every action. It does punish you for literally every action you take in the game, which is funny in its own way. Oof. Repurposing Bang. He can sack that to get his thingy out. He can get his out. Simulacrum Synthesizer. The thing about it is, Simulacrum Synthesizer should be like 4. I think that's my biggest issue. It should be like 4 mana. Yeah, but I put a bunch of other stuff in there too, so that if they cast spells, it hurt. I put all kind of shit in there that no matter what they did, it hurt. There was multiple fucking ways of hurting them. So, you know. I had an absolute machine gun in that hand. Braided net. Oof, oof. I'm so tired of these fucking artifact decks, man. It's literally the floor is lava. No matter what action that your opponent takes, it was going to hurt them. Casting spells, drawing cards, not having cards, discarding cards. Everything that they did, every action was painful for your opponent. That was the whole point. Try to make as many actions as painful for your ops as humanly possible. That was the goal. Oof. Okay. I think Bone Brute is next. Flipped Bone Brute is next. He's going slow with blue. Ulthros, Titanic, whatever. Could put the... No, he can't put the lockdown up yet. It's Crypto Relic. Who's he putting in the... Who's he doing? Nobody? Alright, well... This is gonna be fucking weird. Pinnacle Star Cage. Very nice. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Go. Haven't seen as much Pinnacle Star Cage as you'd think you would. I will say that. I have not seen it as much as I thought people were going to come back with it. On its face, I don't think it's as powerful as Temporary Lockdown. Temporary Lockdown hit your enchantments. And tokens and all kind of other shit. Well, this one technically does hit tokens. It hits artifact tokens, but Temporary Lockdown hit a little bit more than Pinnacle Star Cage. So I think that maybe it was slightly more in the power. Watery Grave into a Stash Skellington. Keep. Enters tapped. I don't like that he's ramping. I don't like that he's ramping, guys. Mr. Meeseek's existence is pain. This is true. I'm Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. Oh, uh-oh. That guy's serious. That's a serious guy right there. That's a serious fucking guy right there. That guy is fucking bad news all around, every day, twice on Sunday. Boom. Boom. Push in for 2. Tifa Lockhart. Yeah, if we don't have a kill for Tifa, we're gonna die. Yeah, because he can sacrifice this, play it out of his graveyard, sacrifice it again, play it out of his graveyard, sacrifice it again, which is just gonna absolutely fucking destroy us. So, unfortunately, this is the nature of green right now. Let's do this then. You have to stop. If they have Ice Still and Tifa, they're just gonna win. There's pretty much nothing you can do. He can landfall 4 times. So it'll go from 2, 4... Two, 4, 6, 2, 4, 8, 16, and that's not assuming that he doesn't pump it up. Yeah, so it's going to go from 4, that's going to go 4, 8, 16, 32. And it gets double effect, it's over. It's done. If you don't have removal for Tifa, you lose the game. Period. End of story. No fucking, well, maybe, but what if no. You either have a kill card in your hand for Tifa, or you lose the game. There's nothing else. That's it. You don't get any other options. You don't get any other chances. You don't get anything else. You stop Tifa, or you lose. Just a FYI about green. Green is probably the new red. And when talking about just sheer aggro. It is an incredible amount of aggression that they can bring out. And you either can, it's again the same thing with the old red decks, you can either stop them or you can't. You don't really get a choice. Oof. Oof. Do that. Okay. Ice Till is insanely powerful, yes. We do this. We'll enter. Got to take a Calixion out. Tezzeret.
My purpose is clear. Rule the edge. Quite a moment for you. Just what I needed.
Okay. Magitech Infantry. Psionic Emissary. Boom. Pinnacle Emissary. Warp. Okay. Oof. Bellmaker Shop. We need to do that. Boof, boof, boof. He's got a lot of ammunition here. Consult the star charts. If we swing in and then hit Sephiroth, we could kill him unless he does some sort of insane combination play here. Doll shop. No, I think we got him. I don't think he's got what it takes. Whoa, whoa. Watery Grave. Let's go in. Double blocking me is going to flip Sephiroth, which is going to be bad. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Lose 3 life, 3, 2, 1. Flip. Okay. Hey, thank you for coming, Nonway. How you doing? Tezzeret again. Search your library. Okay. That doesn't matter. It's gonna gain and drain a life there for your convenience. I'm gonna put that in. Boom.
I expect success.
Oh, oof. Tezzeret has always been a little bit dusky. Tezzeret has always been slightly, I don't know, tan. I think inconsistencies in skin color are kind of all over the place because you have kind of a lot of different artists working on the same thing. So it's a little tricky, but he's always been a little bit dusky. I think being originally from Amonkhet, aka Kaladesh, not Amonkhet, but Avishgar, is that he is supposed to look a little Indian. Avishgar is a bit of an Indian plane, and a bit of a Indian subcontinent, a bit of a Vedic idea. Hey, what's up, Shinigami? And so he's always kind of had a little bit of color to him. But, you know, with all the different artists that work on this, it's just impossible sometimes. It goes all over the place. There's coloring issues, printing issues, you know, just artists doing whatever they want. You know, it's hard to say. Because, like, what's his face? Like, when he was alive, what's that guy's name? The guy, the hero guy, the white planeswalker, who was like the buddy. He was like Mr. Friendly. I can't remember his name now. He's colorless now. Nice, good one, Anthony. Bazinga. Oh man, what's his name? Gideon. Gideon kind of looks. He sometimes looks just like a white guy, but also he's a little bit bronze occasionally, owing to the fact that he is Greek, and you just don't survive being around the Mediterranean without getting a little dusky. So it's hard to kind of nail him down for similar reasons. Going in. The damage. It's gonna be bad, dude. Yep. Alright. A little bit of rank right there. A little bit of rank for your spank. Oof. Alright. Good one. I think he's blue-black because he has an artifact body. Anyways, I like the new stuff. Yeah, I think Moonlit Meditation... I wasn't able to really use Moonlight to its full potential. We usually killed them faster than that, which was nice, but I feel like with the amount of tokens that you're going to generate with this deck, it is fun to throw it in there so that you could, any tokens you make come in as a version of a more powerful creature or something to that effect, which can be really fun. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that one. Mockingjay duplicating that as well. It's a good deck. It's a nice splash of blue into the standard skeletons, Dead Space type thing. So I hope you enjoy it. All right, we're gonna do something here. Bones. All right, what are we talking about here? I think that's... I also am kind of considering Geralf, because if we're going to do blue... yeah, Ouroboros is ridiculous. Ouroboros will fuck you up real bad. Ouroboros, you didn't see my landfall deck? You didn't see me fucking get to 5,000 damage? That card is insane, especially if you can double the power and all that shit. You can do insane things with Ouroboros. Just ludicrous powerful things with Ouroboros. We do that, we do that. Mediation on Rotmouth Virus seems fun with rat tokens. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. Well, this is a skeletons. We can add zombies into it, but it'll still work. I'll give you the options to modify it for zombiness. I think there still probably is a full zombie deck out there, Big Pablo. I think that's still gonna be kind of in the works. So stay tuned. Well, Geese is a little slow. I guess we could put Geese in there. Oh, yeah, no, Ouroboros can go absolutely fucking nuts. It's really wild. It's really wild at how nuts that thing can get. Ulthros Titanic God Core. Him of the Faller. Apparently this is fucking the most broken thing in Nasty Zombie. In the next set too, bet much zombie support in the 4x, but there's 2 pieces you're missing. Yeah. Honestly, we need a few more rank and file zombies. We need a couple more rank and file zombies. We don't have a good couple of killers. A little bit more zombie support and we could almost be there. Yeah. Apparently this is the most cracked thing you can pull in draft. It's like basically it's a win button for draft somehow. Bygone Colossus. All right. How long ago was it that we built our last skeleton? It's July 18th. Wow. A while ago. Okay. That's good enough. Let's take a look at our Rakdos and then we'll do some shakedowns, huh? We're also plat tier 2. This game is so much easier now. Oh my god. It is so much easier now, guys. Holy shit. Let's do... You know what? I actually might grab Tezzeret. I might throw a Tezzeret in here. Grim Bobble. Okay. That's the best I can do for right now. I also have an idea for an Azorius soldiers, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna do that right afterwards. I do want to kind of fucking dial this in though. This one deserves a little dialing in. Okay, I'm gonna hold Clockwork because I want to get that. I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna do weapons manufacturing. Zarkan, Tuz, and Arkan. Weapons manufacturing. God Core. Radabanastre, Royal City. Let's do this. Oof. Okay. What's he up to here, man? Cycling pest control. I don't need that.
Smallest trinket has its use. Soon you.
All right, Tezzeret might be the deal breaker here to get the weapons manufacturing up and running. He might be the guy. He might be the guy to do it. One. Gonna go in on Tezzeret. It's actually a really good game.
All too. My will is my own. This will suffice for now. I vow.
There we go. That's something, right? Okay. Tezzeret, actually, we might need to shove another one of him in there. He might be worth a mythic rare if we're going to do this. Holy shit. Yeah, no, he absolutely helps get the artifacts out when you need them. As a fucking guy. Okay. I'm kind of liking him. Ladies and germs. Yeah. We might have to throw another one of them in there, man. We might have to... It might be worth the it might be worth it to make it. Let's try it. What would we take out? Do we want to spend another one in Tezzeret? Just for this deck? Maybe not. We'll keep trying it. Let's see if it really needs it or not. Terrible opening hand. Awful. Alright, that's decent. We'll sacrifice you. Put down you. Weapons manufacturing. Emisker Predator. We don't need that yet. We can play the top until the end of my next turn. We can do the Caesarian Susvoid. Caesarian Susvoid going in. Counterspell? You're wasting it if you do that. Nope, you're gonna let it go through. I thought about some jank with the double tokens, but I'm not, and Sipsig, but I'm not so confident how well it will work. Yeah, that could be interesting. Sipsig is really hard to set up. That's my biggest issue with Sipsig, is that Sipsig is quite tricky to set up correctly. You have to kind of get all your pieces on the board before Sipsig goes down, and then you can kind of go wild. Before that, if you're not really set up, you kind of will flop around a little bit. Which is obviously, as I often say, suboptimal. He's gonna take my Grim Bauble. Surveil. Sure, yeah, I'll take that. Meringue River. Oh man. That's the fucking controller's card right there. You ever want some just bullshit? Meringue River's got your back. Yeah, Meringue River is the fucking the gentleman's fucking piece of shit card. Let's do this. Well, we have Rottenmouth King going in. Piggy bank. River Churn Monument. Exhaust, that's a win right there. Yeah, that's fucking terrible. The 2 fucking card combo. Hey, what's up, Infinity Possible? You must be having fun with this deck with Infinity Possible. I'm doing one more with this, and we'll see where we're at. Immister and Predator might not be it. We might need to take that out. I wanted to go more. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. We're almost at 20K, by the way. Very cool. We'll have to do some sort of celebration. It's going to be next. It's going to be this month. We're going to hit 20K. At the rate that we're gaining subs right now, it's going to be in. How many subs we get in a day? Like about 40 subs a day. It'll be in about maybe 10 days, less than that, 5 days, a week. So that's cool. Oh, it looks like we had an internet hiccup here. You're not having fun with the new set? I'm sorry to hear that, man. What can we do to help that? What can we do to help that, my guy? We're buffering right now, guys. I apologize. Okay, there we go. Who can even eat that many sandwiches? Indeed. How can you even possibly think about eating that many sub sandwiches at once? Okay, we should be not buffering anymore. Okay, good. Removal. Immister and Predator, I think, is the weak link here. I think Immister and Predator is probably the weakest card. We might need to change it out for something else. Wizards just needs to be better, and that's a bit of a vague statement. That's a little bit vague. Warp you in. Exile. Fabled Passage. Flip. Okay, he's gonna play a removal there. Chainsaw. Weapons manufacturing mono red, maybe that's something. Oh my goodness, Simulacrum. Lame. Lame. Walker helm. Okay. Map. Right. Repurposing bay. Okay. Let's do tithing blade. Oh, why did it do that? World Walker helm again. I could have shot that in there, man. I don't think he has any way of recovering here. No, there's other ways to not play besides aggro. I've done a couple other decks that are a little bit less aggro. Some combo decks, some build up, some mid range. The game standard is going to be faster. Standard is just going to be faster than it used to be, just because of power creep. I think it's slower now than it was with the bans. I think it is better, but everyone just kind of has to move their time clock up a mana, unfortunately. Just kind of the nature of the beast. And I think that is just, you know, I think that's just kind of built into the system now. Cards have to be powerful, and if they're not, powerful cards are fast cards or have a lot of scope in them. You know. All right, shakedown, breakdown. Okay, here we go. Sorry for the dead air. Getting owned by random encounter is only funny the first time. Yeah, I think it's funny all the time when you see what happens. Alright, magazine is checked. Here we go. Favorites, the favorites. We're going into shakedown breakdown, my guy. You are pretty late. It's okay, though. Let me turn this down. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight, we are back with Gamble Dinos. Okay, you heard me laugh right there. I remade this deck as a joke. We used to have a deck called Gamble Dragons that was utterly absurd. It would just flip over cards like crazy, and I said, we can get 10, 20, not even that many, but 5 or 10 free creatures on the board, hasting, exploding, gruel ramp nonsense. And I said, well, with Atali gone, you know, with rotation, this deck isn't going to be that good anymore. Boy, was I wrong. And one of the Final Fantasy things I never got to do was random encounter. So we're going to run that. We're going to be running random encounter, the old Atali with a good combination play, Drakaseth, a bunch of dragons, a bunch of ramp, and the classic Tunetank, my man right here, who is just utterly freaking out of this world, no pun intended. Before we get into this one, you have to see it to believe it. It really is absurd. I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe. Which is, of course, a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on the stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live stream goodness. We'd love to have you there live in person on Twitch or YouTube. Hit that bell. I need you part of notification squad. Whenever these videos go live or we go for a live stream, be there. Or be square. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news, information, post your decks, ask questions. It's all there in Discord, our community. And, of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. This deck is like a joke. I genuinely made this deck as kind of a joke, and I started running it the other night on stream, and it beat the hell out of so many people. I said, I have to do a video on it. It's ridiculous. First things first is the ramp. Green ramp right here. We're going to do Llanowar Elves. We're going to put that back there. Llanowar Elves, 4 drops. We have our Anime Girl Llanowar Elves. What can I say? 1 green, add 1. The classic, the most rampiest ramp card that you ever did ramp. We're also going to go with this Raccoon, Bramble Familiar. 1 green and 1, 2/2. Add 1 green. Discard a card. Return this creature to its owner's hand. We also have the Fetch Quest for the Raccoon, which is 2 green and 5 mill 7 cards. Then put a creature or enchantment or land from among the milled cards onto the battlefield. Very, very useful. You can mill 7 and then immediately put something like Galta or Gishath onto the board right away if you don't have one or if it's in your graveyard, or even an enchantment like Breaching Dragonstorm right here. So he has a little bit of a secret combination play, but he's also ramp number 2. Great little thing right there. You think he'd be from Bloomborough, but nope, he's from Eldraine. We're going to throw in 2 Sarkhan Dragon Ascendant. One red at 1, 2/2. Whenever it enters, you can behold a dragon. If you do, you get a treasure, and whenever he enters, put a 1/1 counter on Sarkhan until the end of turn. Sarkhan becomes a dragon in addition to its other types. We played this in Nova Dragons before. This is a little bit different from Nova Dragons. I do feel like I'm repeating myself a little bit, but this was so absurd. I literally, you've got to see some of these games, guys. Just if you want to skip ahead to the games and not pay attention and just see the absurdity this can bring, that just causes people to auto scoop. You'll see what I mean. So we're going to do that. Next is Mr. Completely Broken himself, which is Tunetank Steadfast Second, 2 red and 2. He can get downs conceivably on turn 3, which means turn 4 you could completely own the board. He is a Kavu pilot right here. Other creatures you control have haste. Very, very useful whenever you're dealing with big stompy creatures that do a lot of effects. Giving every other creature you have haste is really good. And artifact creatures and red creatures in your hand have warp. 1 red and 2. Do you know what red creatures I have out here that have warp? Terror of the Peaks, Etali Primal Storm, Trumpeting Carnosaur, Drakaseth Maulflame, and don't forget our good pal Gishath Sun's Avatar is technically a red card. Despite all those other colors in there, he already has haste, but the rest of these immediately have haste. I'm in love with the warp of Drakaseth because a 7/7 flying coming in and spitting out 4 damage and 3 damage and 3 damage to everyone is so demoralizing and so painful to some people that they just leave the game. You could theoretically have a turn 4 Drakoseth. That's not good. That's very bad. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 Tannock, turn 4 Drakoseth is burning the whole world. Real rough. So Breaching Dragonstorm, and this is where the gamble comes in, because now we're going to start doing our random gamble effects right here. Let me show you how we like to gamble on our effects. I'm going to split these up. Smuggler's Surprise we can talk about real quick. This is a quick way to get big creatures onto the board. We can pay 1 green and then pay 1 out of the green, 2 green, and 4. Put 2 creatures from our hand onto the battlefield. We can give creatures 4 power 4 greater, hexproof and indestructible, which is useful, or mill cards and put them back in our hand. A lot of variety here from the OTJ card can really spam some of the heavy hitters, especially if they have something like Discover, like Trumpeting Carnosaur does. Smuggler Surprise does very good. So why is it Gamble Dragons or Gamble Dinos in that regard? Well, we're taking risks. We're gonna roll the dice, okay? Breaching Dragonstorm, random encounter, Etali, and Gishath. Who knows what we're gonna get? Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Breaching Dragonstorm is 1 red and 4. Whenever this enchantment enters, exile cards from your library, the top of your library, to exile a non-land card. You may cast it without paying its mana cost if it's 8 or less. That could be a Drakoseth, a Galta, a Trumpeting Carnosaur. It could also be a Llanowar Elves. It could be garbage. It could be nothing that we want. It also goes back to your hand. As soon as you play a dragon, it goes back to your hand and you can replay it. You can conceivably, again, get this out on turn 4 if you do Llanowar into Bramble or Llanowar Sarkhan into Breaching, and you can start breaching right away. It's going to be a risk. You never know what you're going to get, but you know what? We're going to clickety-clack those dice, and we're going to roll them. Same thing with Random Encounter. Now, this is a little bit more expensive, but this is 100% a game ender if you get a good line. Again, it's random. It's got it built right in there. 2 red, 4. Shuffle your library, mill 4 cards, then put each creature milled this way onto the battlefield. They gain haste. At the beginning of your next step, return those creatures to their owner's hand. I have hit a line that is ridiculous. I've hit Galsa, Etali, Drakoseth, and a Trumpeting Carnivore, and the game is just over. The game just explodes after you do that. Especially if you get Terror of the Peaks with any other multiple cards, you're just going to blow them up with the pure entry of those creatures for a 6-drop. Terror of the Peaks being a real menace here because it's a 5/4 flying dragon, 2 red and 3 spells your opponent's cast that target this creature cost 3 life, and whenever another creature you control enters, this creature deals damage equal to that creature's power to any other target. Crazy. Again, if you're going to be spamming out 3 or 4 creatures and you have a Terror of the Peaks, he's going to do damage for each of those creatures that pops in, and sometimes that's enough to just do a direct damage to your opponent to immediately win. You're going to see something like that happen. So again, gamble, 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 gamble everything. The old Etali is gone. Old Etali rotated out. Old Etali rotated out the one. Well, I guess this is the new Etali. This is the older one. He said, "How are we going to live without Etali Discovering?" It was way better than this one, but we have a little bit of a hack for Etali Primal Storm here. 2 red and 4, 6/6. No trample, no flip to a green toxic creature, but we do have this. Etali with Tannock Steadfast Stekken. It has haste, which means that it doesn't suffer the drawback of when it drops, you can't activate its ability right away. Whenever Etali attacks, exile the top card of each player's library, then you may cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana cost. Again, you steal from your opponent and cast, and you do you. It's a gamble. Could it be a random encounter you get off the top? Yes, it could. Could it be a mana? It could also be that. Could you grab something great from your opponent? Sure. But the fact that with Tunetank, you can either flash it in really quickly, or that it's always going to have haste means that you can immediately activate that ability as it goes. Gishoth, I think you're all aware of, is just broken in that Dinosaur Reanimator deck. White, red, and green, 5-drop, 7/4, Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. When Gishoth enters, whenever he deals combat, reveal that many cards to the top of your library. Put that many dinosaur creature cards from among them onto the battlefield and the rest down. Very, very useful in spamming out dinos, especially if you're getting a Galta, more Italis or anything like that, or Trumpeting Carnosaurs. Very, very useful to just run in with this monster of a Tyrannosaurus Rex there, dinosaur avatar, as you do, and then flop out a bunch of other dinosaurs. The fun thing about these, again, Gamble Dragons, is I like to keep the dice rolling. If you are able to pull off something like a Breaching Dragon Storms into a Trumpeting Carnosaur, into a Breaching Dragon Storms, into a Dracoseth, or into a Gishoth, that's when things get really funny. You can start getting these chain reactions here, because Trumpeting Carnosaur is 2 red and 4, 7, 6. Dinosaur Trample, whenever this card enters, discover 5. You could also discard it to do 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker for a little bit of removal there. In an emergency removal, if something's really messing you up, you can use that. We really aren't trying to control our opponent. We're trying to gamble. We're trying to roll dice here. Again, discovering 5 means you can put anything 5 or less down. What do we want to get? We want to get Tunetank or Breaching Dragonstorm out. We could end up with nothing. We could hit 0/0 and hit one of our Llanowar Elves. You know, you never know. That's the fun with Gamble Dragons. If you like gambling, this is the card for you. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to do 4 of him for the dinosaur right there. I already talked about Dracoseth. I think just because he can't get Gelta is not that powerful on his own, because he can't be used for Tunetank. He can really only be brought in through either Ramp, Random Encounter, or Smuggler's Surprise. But he is a fun gamble. If you do get him off on Random Encounter, everything else in your hand gets to go down, and if it possibly has haste, then you can also win the game. So Galta is 3 green and 5. That's an 8-drop, 12/12 trample when he enters any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Again, a humongous smash of a hit if you have Terror of the Peaks out. You put down a Galta, and then you're able to unload your entire hand. Or cast any other types of cards right there. Terror of the Peaks could knock them out with sheer damage anyways. It is a ludicrous, insane deck that should not work at all. It is ranking me up in Platinum. As soon as the season reset, I played this just for fun. I said, hey, what do I got to lose? And apparently it just rips. I'm on to something on this one. 6 mountains, 3 forests. Commercial District, Surveil is going to be very useful in getting the next card that you want up, especially if you know at the top what you're going to have. Stomping Ground is a great new pain land right there. Temple of Abaddon right there is a great way to scry, and Thornspire Verge. You're going to need a little bit of mana to make sure that you can hit your lines as you want to do. This deck is a 4.7 CMC with 29 creatures. 29 creatures all here. Dinosaurs, dragons, druids, elders, a little bit of everything from raccoons to caboos to everything else. 2 instants, 3 sorceries, 4 enchantments, 23 lands. Only 23 lands, believe it or not, on this deck. Mostly red with a splish splash of green. We have 0 white mana in this. I don't care. Gishoth can either come out with treasure, or we can come out a different way. I don't need a hard cash Gishoth as it goes. An insane deck that should have never worked. I literally made it as a joke, and it started beating everyone down like crazy. One thing I did forget to put in it, I think Frenzied Baloth is actually going to be your friend here. I think Frenzied Baloth, I didn't end up playing with too many games with Frenzied Baloth, but I think instead of Sarkhan, if you do Frenzied, it's actually really good, because it stops anybody from counterspelling whatever you're going to do, because he can't be countered, and then creatures you're casting can't be countered either, no matter what they are. So you're always going to be able to roll those dice when you're hitting the dragons out. And combat damage can't be prevented, so there any kind of protection or any kind of other nonsense. Frenzied Baloth is absolutely a must-add to this one, even though I forgot him until later on. Torch the Tower is going to be a red removal. Edge Rover is not a bad one for more ramp. Siege Ship Impact is a great way to get rid of an enchantment. Ruinous Rampage is really good, and I want to bring that up as well. 3 damage to each opponent, or exile all exile artifacts mana value 3 or less. If you're running into Azorius artifacts, this is the one you need to have. Ice Tilt Explorer is not a bad way to ramp even harder. Lets you play lands from your graveyard and do other things like that in case you've milled or anything like that. And of course, maybe a Nova Hellkite just for the heck of it. Warp it in, do that extra damage. Good in combination with the Terror of the Peaks and stuff like that. So another hasty creature that could potentially really bash out a lot of damage as it goes. So a couple of options here. I think Frenzied Baloth is the one that would add for sure. I just completely forgot to add him, and I intended to, and I think the deck is going to work great with him in it. Especially with Trample of Haste, you can put down early damage and make them not be able to stop you from doing what you're doing with Gamble Dinos. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. You're going to see some insane games here. This is going to be standard ranked. Let's gamble it up. Here we go. Random encounters. All right, guys. That's all I got. We're going to send you off on your way now. You got your money's worth tonight. If you haven't seen the Toxic deck, hey, what's up, Koala? How you doing, man? If you haven't seen the Toxic deck, please go see the Toxic deck. Give it a little bit of love. Check that out. That's a fun one. That's a very fun one too. That I think that people will enjoy. So check that one out. Spam it with likes, leave comments, do all that good stuff. I'm going to send you off on your way to somebody else here. Who's live right now that we can send you to? We can send you to the Philius, the Killiest. How about it? We'll see you in the next one, ladies and germs. See you tomorrow. Go give it a like. Do all that good stuff. Share it. You know, if you got a friend who likes Magic and they don't know about my channel yet, go text them my channel. You know, go send them a Discord. Say, hey, you ever see J Villain channel? You know, do that too. Hey, good night. Thank you so much, Hillbilly. Savorites, I hope you're doing okay. Infinity Possible, I hope you find something that you're looking for, man. Go check out my channel. Watch a couple of the videos to get some non-aggro ideas, because there's other stuff out there, man. I think that there's some good stuff out there that you'll enjoy. So we're gonna leave you right there, folks. I'm gonna take off, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios, goodbye, farewell, have a good time. Follow that link down below. Do all that stuff if you haven't seen the video yet. Adios and good night.